What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Today's topic is a serious one. This video is pretty serious. I know it's already all over YouTube. Each content creator has their own life experience, their own point of view. I was gonna make this video last night and decided to give it a day, right? A lot of people were sending me the videos. And what we're talking about, you saw the thumbnail, you see the title. A content creator, YouTube content creator by the name of Finney the Legend and his wife Bubbly were gunned down by another content creator by the name of Sin City Manny Wise. There's a lot of speculation and as it is, whenever anybody has their life taken, the things that are put out by the family, by the loved ones, obviously are going to be of how great that person was. And so Finney the Great, it's talked about he was a good father and good husband. I'm sure Bubbly was a good mother and a good wife. But if we're going to cover this type of stuff, we have to be accurate. I don't know much about any of these people. I never saw their channels, never saw their content until yesterday. And when I saw their content, Manny Wise, he seemed to be someone that was unstable mentally. Doing this YouTube stuff, doing this social media stuff, some of us, we wind up with stalkers. And a stalker is different than a troll, right? Not everyone is a joke. Not everyone should be taken lightly. Again, Finney the Legend, he may have been a great father. He may have been a great husband. But I saw a channel, I think it's Atozy, A-T-O-Z-Y. I think that was the channel I watched yesterday when all this was breaking. I literally watched his video like 5 minutes after he dropped it. And the amount of views he got was ridiculous within 10 minutes. But he broke it down. He showed these people. And I didn't watch all of it. I was, in the middle of something and I had it and I was looking at it and I was listening. At one point, Finney the Legend was on a live stream with some of his friends. And they were laughing about Manny Wise. And they were talking about, Finney the Legend was saying that if he reports Manny's channel one more time, Manny would probably take his own life. And they all laughed about it. And they were saying, let's do it. And I guess Manny probably saw that and said, how about instead, in his mind probably said, how about instead of taking his own life, he was going to take Finney's life. Again, this dude, Manny Wise, I saw what was put out there and the guy was painting his face. I haven't looked into him to find out if he's part of a specific group, that does face painting. But he just didn't seem right in his head. And I saw the video where the day before this incident occurred, Manny Wise was driving around Las Vegas and I don't know if Finney had posted that he was in Vegas, but Manny Wise took it personal. This is somebody that in his mind had been antagonizing him for a while. And now he was in his town. In somebody's mind like that, that's a personal affront. That's disrespect. Talking about Manny from a state away is different than coming to somebody's own city and hanging out. And so Manny Wise said, I'm looking for you. I've been to every casino. I haven't found you yet. And then he said something along the lines of this. He said, Finney, I'm going to catch you at a red light. Boop, 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 boop. He did something like that. Why would Finney the Great see that and then live stream from the strip? It's an unfortunate thing, man. No one has the right to take another person's life, period. This was a YouTube beef. I think most of us understand that these YouTube beefs, the views will be the answer. Who wins or who loses, the views will show. And we move on. But when you're dealing with someone who just isn't all there, isn't playing with a full deck, why you poke that tiger? Why you pull it by the tail? In the video, you could hear Vinny the Legend's wife, Bubbly, telling him, because she spotted him first, and she's telling him, don't start no shit. Like, don't do it. I wonder if Bubbly at home, after one of Finney's live streams, ever told him, don't pick at that guy. What's the point of it all? Let's just move on. You guys don't get along? Leave him alone. Ignore him. Make your content. Grow the channel. I don't know. I hope she did. But I know one thing. When I saw the footage of what happened, he walked by. Finney didn't see him. The wife did. And she followed him a little bit. And he turned back around and he came. Words were exchanged. And you see Manny Wise pull out a gun on live stream. And he starts firing rounds. Unfortunately for Bubbly, she had the heart of a woman, the love of a wife. And instead of running and leaving her husband, she went towards him. I'm sure to comfort him, thinking, this is a beef between men. And when you see the footage, when the two bodies are on the ground and they're rendering aid, Bubbly's by herself laying on the ground. And they're administering first aid to her husband. That means she was already gone. Her husband was still fighting. Wherever he had been shot, he had a few more minutes of life. His wife didn't. I saw video of Manny Wise on the strip. I'm assuming it was right before that. And as people tend to do in the chat, people that follow Manny, people that follow Finney, they knew there was a beef. And what do? When Manny was live streaming, I'm sure they ran to Manny's live and got in the comments, hey, Finney's down the street from you. He's right there on the strip. How dare you let him? You gonna just let him punk you? I don't know, but I could see that. The social media thing, people like to do that. When they know two channels don't care for each other, they'll bounce back and forth. Certain individuals, they'll plant seeds. They'll tell lies. They'll stir the pot. I could imagine Manny being live, he still hasn't found Finney. It's not really a big deal. If he catches him, he catches him. But then on live stream, people instigate. And he's like, what? This dude's down the street? Because on his live, his girl was with him. I saw videos where he was with this girl in the car, face painted, and he would say something like off the wall. And his lady was like, come on. This is an unfortunate thing. Children are now fatherless as well as motherless. I don't know how many kids Finney and his wife had. If it was one, if it was two, it doesn't matter. They don't have a mom and dad anymore. Over the internet. Over something done on social media. The financial burden of having to bury two people in one family at the same time. The emotional trauma of losing two people at the same time in the family. Anytime you lose a family member, it hurts. When you lose a family member to violence, it's senseless. That's my video for the day, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here.